What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, alongside my man
Gary Putti with Adaptogen Science.
Adaptogen up in the house. Click on the link below, buy some stuff. We got bills to pay. Anyway, this question was sent in from one of our customers. I'm not going to really say his name because it's relating to some. This guy has no fucking manners. Coming in here, Snapchatting and shit. Okay, check it out. So, basically, this is delving into something, you know, a more of a topic it's a bit hardcore, a bit underground, and here's the deal. So this man right here wants to know the use of diet drugs in pro bodybuilding and your thoughts on efficacy, safety, and experience with things like T3 and CLEN. And I would like to state at the beginning, even though my opinion on T3 and CLEN will probably sway people from using it, my opinion, I just want to state that these are, unless prescribed, because you can be prescribed clenbuterol, I believe, for asthma. Correct. And T3 for, well, thyroid disorders, which is usually in the form of Synthroid, which is T3, T4 blend. That these are usually, unless you're obtaining it via doctor, which is prescribed, which you should take it, an illegal drug, and you should not use that, or else you're breaking the law, and that's bad. Correct. With that said, you compete in the NPC, right? I'm a Napa Pro, which is basically not good enough for NPC or IFBB, but I got a pro card. So anyway, check it out. So, T3 and CLEN, man, those are the standard that people are using. We're not going into diuretics. That's a whole nother video, and I've done so much on that. I don't believe I've actually done videos on T3 and clenbuterol. And so what have you, I mean, in this arena, I mean, since you're the guest here, you know, you can take a stab at it first, and I'll follow up, you know. You'll be the fluffer. Okay. I'll be the finisher, the money shot. So anyway, so check it out. So T3 and CLEN, it's widely used. What'd you say?
Yeah, definitely. It's I think it's growing. I think a lot of it has to do with people just not really willing to put in the work.
So you're calling it a shortcut?
Yeah, okay. Definitely. I mean, I'm not, look, there's a place, you know, for everything, but I definitely feel like the use and the overuse of it is due to just lacking the knowledge for the nutrition and lacking the discipline to actually bust your ass in the gym and do hard work.
Yeah, my opinion on T3 and CLEN, you know, steroids, they help you retain muscle, and clenbuterol actually does have some muscle retention effects. In fact, for people who don't use steroids, use T3, they recommend to use CLEN with it because it does have an anti-catabolic effect.
Or as PCT.
Yeah, I've seen that before too. I don't know if I'm really buying it, but I've seen it. Yeah. So my whole thing, excuse me, is clenbuterol is a pretty weak fat burning agent. I don't think it does much for fat loss, but I think when in use conjunction with T3, it does have a synergistic effect. The thing about T3 is you're manipulating your thyroid. Now, I will say this is, I'm being completely unbiased, and usually I just say don't take steroids, they're bad for you, whatever. It's just the best thing to say. I think a lot of kids jump on them too soon. Of course, yeah. But the thing with T3 is I've never seen a dude have a thyroid crash from T3 use. I never have. And I've known guys who've used 100, 200 micrograms of that shit, when in reality, you know, you probably don't need that much.
There's a lot of people that will say, oh, you know, you use T3, T4, you mess with your thyroid, it doesn't come back, etc. But there's plenty of lab results, studies that show T3 bouncing back by itself, no problem.
I've never seen a male, but I have seen women. And I don't know what the scientific reason is. It's completely empirical. Yeah. I've seen women damage their thyroid and have to be on lifetime HRT because of what they've done to their thyroid. My opinion on T3 and CLEN is pretty simple. You're essentially speeding up your metabolic rate, and thyroid does happen to, you know, wean a little bit as you diet more, do your body trying to hold on to whatever it can. However, I don't believe you need them. Even in an organization like the NPC or NABA, that is not going to test you, that is pretty much no holds barred. They let people put synthol in their body parts, which I wish I put some in my calves when I competed. At the end of the day, I don't believe that it's necessary, and I believe that you're just putting more stress on your body that doesn't need to be put. And also with T3, there is something in our industry, you can over diet, and even when on androgens, lose muscle. And I think that if you overdo T3, rather than just controlling your diet and losing 0.5 to 1 pound or 1 to 2 pounds a week, I think you risk that muscle loss. And I also know empirically and from listening to people who do take T3, even on androgens, their strength goes down. When your strength goes down, I don't care what you're on, you're probably going to lose some muscle.
Lose muscle mass.
I don't know if there's a direct correlation
T3,
to that.
It's known to be extremely catabolic.
It absolutely is.
It's known to eat up protein.
It does, it does increase nutrient transport, this and that. But I don't believe that it's something that you should really use it. I think there's a lot of pros who don't use it. Just like there was a blanket statement made by some YouTube guys, they're like, well, everybody uses insulin. Yeah. Actually, I could count probably half the guys I know for sure in the top 10 of the Mr. Olympia who do not use insulin.
Yeah, everybody thinks, Phil Heath is, 3D as hell. He must take insulin.
Phil's a genetic freak.
Nolotol. No, he's just gifted. He has the good genetics. And he's probably taking less gear than most of the national competitors going to these national shows.
I assumed he was natural. I've yet to see a test.
Yeah.
No, but our whole point is, I don't think, while I do think that, androgens do have a huge place, I don't think diet drugs are being used as extensively as a lot of people think. I think there's more use for this and for performance-enhancing drugs in the minor leagues, so to speak, or in the NPC rather than the IFBB. The guys who turn pro are genetic freaks. Yeah. Dexter Jackson can get lean eating potato chips every meal.
Yeah.
Those guys are the best of the best. They're the LeBron Jameses of bodybuilding, right? Like, the NPC guys are always trying to compensate for their lack of genetics. I bet you there's more drug use on the below national level of the NPC.
I completely agree.
than there is in the top ranks. So my advice to you, and I think you probably mirror this, is, you know what? Diet's the one thing you can control. I don't think you need drugs. While muscle growth, yeah, of course you're going to get amplified by steroids. Your fat loss will be amplified by T3, but fat loss is putting on muscle, a pound of muscle, that's going to stay, assumably, if you keep training.
Yeah.
But losing a pound of fat from T3, that's a transient loss that you can do on your own.
Correct.
So I just recommend staying away from it. And there are great legal fat burners. Y'all have one,
Yeah. L-carnitine is known, great fat burner.
It's a good little supplement to take, but at the end of the day, it comes down to watching what you put in your mouth. No homo, of course. Maybe a little bit. And just doing what you can do to lose fat, because fat is the one thing you can absolutely control. How shredded you get.
How shredded?
How shredded you get, that's what you can control. I know how shredded you get.
Absolutely.
This guy comes in wearing trunks with shredded glutes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching again. Adaptogen, it's linked down below. What do you have here? You got some Tasty Whey, some ISO, some
we got our ISO, our Tasty Whey, our Intra Amino, which is our intra, pretty much pre-workout, and our pre-workout Warp 5.
And if y'all ask me how Tasty Whey tastes, I'm going to punch you in the face. Because it's in the name. That's not a game.